When we think of fire, we often think of warmth, cooking, and light. But there's another byproduct of fire that often gets overlooked: ash. Believe it or not, ash can be an incredibly versatile resource, especially in disaster or SHTO situations. However, it's also useful in everyday life if you're collecting ash from campfires, wood stoves, or burn barrels. So we're going to check out several practical ways to use ash, ensuring that none of your resources go to waste. A de-icer. In a pinch, ash can serve as a natural de-icer for walkways, driveways, and steps. It provides grit to help with traction, and it can help melt ice without damaging concrete like salt sometimes can. While it might not be as effective as commercial de-icers, it's a handy option when supplies are limited, like during a disaster. Ant and slug repellent. Ash can also act as a natural deterrent for ants and slugs. By sprinkling it around the perimeter of your garden or your home, you can create a barrier that these pests find difficult to cross. This is particularly useful when chemical pesticides are unavailable or you're trying to keep your garden organic, especially if you're growing medicinal herbs and want to keep them as pure as possible. Composting. Adding ash to your compost can help balance out acidic materials like fruit peels and coffee grounds. Ash is alkaline, so it can help neutralize overly acidic compost, leading to better decomposition. Just be careful not to overdo it. Too much ash can make the compost too alkaline. A soil amendment. If you have acidic soil, ash can be a natural amendment to help raise the pH and make your soil more hospitable to plants that prefer neutral or slightly alkaline conditions. Just lightly sprinkle ash into your garden soil to give your plants a boost, but always test your soil first to ensure you're not making it too alkaline. Blossom end rot fixer. Blossom end rot is often caused by a calcium deficiency in your soil. Ash contains calcium, and adding a small amount to your soil can help prevent this very frustrating issue, especially in plants like tomatoes and peppers. This is a simple, no-cost fix when you're in a tight spot or, again, you're looking for organic solutions. Glass cleaner. Ash has abrasive properties, making it a great glass cleaner in a pinch. You can mix it with a bit of water, make a paste, and use it to scrub stubborn grime off windows, mirrors, or even the glass on wood stoves. It's a simple, effective cleaning solution when traditional cleaners aren't available, or we can't afford them. Flea and tick control. If you're in a disaster scenario and you can't access flea and tick treatments, ash can be a natural alternative. Sprinkling a small amount of ash on your pets, avoiding their eyes and nose, and rubbing it in can repel fleas and ticks. This method won't replace regular treatments, but it can be useful in stopgapping a measure where other options aren't available or we can't afford them again. Desiccant. Ash can be used as a desiccant to absorb moisture, which is helpful when trying to keep areas dry or store food items that need to stay moisture-free. Sprinkle some ash in containers or around areas that are prone to dampness to reduce those humidity levels. A replacement for cat litter. In a pinch, ash can be used as a substitute for cat litter. While it's not ideal for long-term use, it can absorb moisture and odors temporarily. Just be sure to dispose of it properly and replace it with regular litter as soon as possible. Soap making. Of course, one of the oldest uses for ash is in soap making. When mixed with water, ash can create lye, which is a key ingredient in traditional soap. While this process is definitely more complex than what I just talked about, it's a valuable skill to have in a disaster scenario where commercial soap may be unavailable. Learning to make soap from ash and animal fat could keep you clean and healthy when modern conveniences are out of reach. A stain remover. Ash can also be used to remove stains from clothing and fabric. Make a paste with ash and water and apply it to stubborn stains. Rub it in gently, let it sit, and then rinse it off. This old-fashioned method is not quite as powerful as modern stain removers, but it's another example of how you can make do with what you have on hand in a tough situation. Odor Neutralizer. Ash has the ability to absorb odors, making it useful in various settings. You can sprinkle it in trash bins, outhouses, or other smelly areas to help reduce unpleasant odors. In an SHTF scenario, managing your waste and sanitation will be critical, and ash can help make your living conditions more bearable. None of these ideas are really new. Ash has been used for centuries before modern options became available. In the past, when fireplaces were the main source of heat and cooking in homes, it was common for servants to clean out the ash from the grates every morning. But this ash didn't go to waste. It was often used for many of the same purposes I just covered here. For example, it was sprinkled in gardens to improve soil. It was used to make lye for soap making, and even spread on icy walkways in winter. Households with fireplaces found practical ways to reuse ash in daily life, just as we can today, especially in times of need or scarcity. Ash is often overlooked, but it's a resource that's easy to produce, and it's incredibly versatile. Whether you're in an everyday situation, dealing with the aftermath of a disaster, or preparing for long-term survival, knowing how to reuse ash can help you stay resourceful and self-sufficient. So the next time you gather around a campfire or clean out your wood stove, think twice before tossing that ash away. There are plenty of ways to put it to good use.